Hey guys, so I want to share to you what's happening to the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Where is it right now in the grand scheme of things? Is it gonna push higher, or are we seeing it already at a very, very high point and it's inevitable that it's gonna go down, it's gonna crash, and it's gonna retrace to a lower point? So if you want to know more about that, you want to see where the PSEI from the 1990s to where we are today, check this video out. Hey guys, this is Marvin Germo and I'm a stock market trader, investor. I've been investing for over a decade in the Philippine markets, and a few years after that I started investing also in US and other markets outside the Philippines. But the heart and the goal of this channel is to educate you, to give you enough information on how you can trade the markets with confidence. So if you want to know more on how you can invest, how you can trade, on how you can use the market data for you to be able to trade with confidence, subscribe to this channel and please hit the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. Because I just have one goal in mind. I really believe Filipinos deserve to do better. I really believe that Filipinos deserve to get better. And I really believe that the stock market is one of the greatest ways for Filipinos to help them reach their goals of financial freedom. So what are we waiting for? Subscribe, hit the bell, and please stay till the end to see what's happening in the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Hey guys, so I just got here in Jensen. It was a very, very early flight though. For those who saw my Instagram post, the flight was around 6 a.m. So I was in the airport at 4 a.m. We woke up around 3 a.m. So I basically, after checking the markets when I arrived at my hotel, I was sleeping the whole morning and afternoon. It's around 6 p.m. already here. In General Santos City, and I want to share to you. By the way, I'm here because I have a talk for PNB. I want to share to you a snippet of that talk where I laid out where the Philippine Stock Exchange Index is, the big drops that it had, and what will give you the confidence that, hey, you can actually invest even if you're a long-term investor. That drops are not something that you should also be scared of, but it's an opportunity for you to position so that you can make money later on when the markets are better. So why am I saying this? The market is down. The market is not at its, the market is from the highest point in January 2018, 2 years after that, it's relatively lower. So that can be a position for people who know what's gonna happen, or at least who have an inkling of how markets work, to help them position and make money later on. Please remember, this video is not about get rich quick, because I never talk about get rich quick. It's always about you following where your skills are and double downing based on that as well. So there. Also, I wanted to share that where are we as a market, as a PSE, in the grand scheme of things? Where is it as a whole? Where is it in terms of where it was before the Asian financial crisis, where it was before the EDSA revolution, where it was also when the 2008 financial crisis hit, and where are we right now? Are we bound for a correction? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is something that helps you. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Hey guys, so as you all know, the PSEI is composed of 30 stocks representing different sectors, and it's also weighed based on market capitalization. The larger the market cap, the larger your influence on the PSEI. And I want to show you, this is where the PSEI is in terms of the whole progression of from the 1980s, EDSA revolution, the coup d'etats. Then it started to push up when the dictator was ran out of the country. Then it started to go down again after the Asian financial crisis. Then it started to recover, but only to see it start to go down again after the 2008 financial recession. Then we are now over here. The market really massively moved up from 1,800 in the 2008-2009 recession, all the way up to where it hit even 9,000 last January 2018. So we are 2 years detached from it hitting its massive high. One thing that I'd like to point out to all of you is this: if for those who like to draw uptrends, for those who like to draw trend lines, if you notice it also, and if I'll be very, very strict about this, you can notice that, hey, the trend line here, this particular upward movement, is broken already. What does that mean? Since it's broken already, the next possible narrative for you is this. If a trend is broken, a new trend is forming, a new trend could possibly shift and form. And what we do know is maybe this. If I'm gonna try to shift this here, you would see that, hey, it might be moving, it might start to move sideways already in this particular fashion. Because if you look at it also, and if you try to follow the narrative of how the markets have been, since its large move up from 2008 to 2013, it really hasn't had a large push. After that, from 2013 to where we are at present, this is how its progression is. With if you try to look at it with removing this 2018 large move, the general progression has just been pretty much this. With the exception of this, the general movement has just been 6.8 all the way to 8,000. And if you look at it, I could zoom in here, and you can also put another support level here, but the strongest support level that you're possibly seeing is this. And these are some questions that you could ask yourself. Is this large drop from here to here, is this it already, or are we seeing something that looks like this in the early in the mid 90s, or something that looks like this in the end of 2008 2009? So the question is this the large drop already, or is there more to come? Because if there's more to come, probably this support level here might get broken as well. So you need to watch out for this critical support level. If this gets broken, possible retracement will bring it here. So by the way, for the short term, this is what you're watching for. This is its current support level now. If this gets broken, then you have this. If this gets broken, it follows this particular area. So 3 support levels to watch out for in the grand scheme of things. This one, yeah, and if that gets broken, it could retrace further here, and if this gets broken, it could retrace to this level. So watch out for those levels. But a couple of things you need to watch out for: there will always be large drops like this one, and large drops like this two, and we really haven't seen a massive drop. This one, by the way, it looks small because the market has zoomed up a bit. This was over 50%. This is over 50% already. This was around 15%. I remember the market at that time was 3,700, and it started to drop to 1,800. So from 9,000 to where we are right now, it's not really half. For it to drop to around half, that's around 4,500. We're at around the 7,300 mark. So it's quite far. So it's not. So when people are saying the market has fallen, please remember the context: the large drops, the large corrections, the large gap downs in the previous years have been more massive than where we are right now. What I really do believe is we are really still in a sideways market with this progression being respected. We are still in a sideways market. If 6,800 is protected, I really believe that we may not see a larger downward move. But if you also try to put it into context, 9,000 to 6,800, also if you try to add everything up and then try to put everything into its proper place, that's already giving you somewhat more than 20% also in terms of downside, in terms of it falling as well. So there, I hope you got insights on this. But questions you need to watch out for, or questions you need to ask yourself, and things that you need to watch out for is the large decline over? Will we just remain sideways, or is this a start of a larger movement down? That's why it's very, very important for you guys to watch those specific support levels, because the name of the game is not to forecast, the name of the game is not to predict, but the name of the game is to take the charts as it is, regardless if there's bad news or good news. But what I do know is this: the large uptrend that we saw somewhere here is already broken. So that's something that's a fact already, that when an uptrend is broken, a new trend is forming. The one thing that you need to ask yourself is basically this: is the trend over, that it might shift into a very, very long sideways market, or is the trend over that it may become a larger downtrend later on as well? So comment below, what do you think it is?
So I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. I hope this is something that's insightful. I hope this is something that gave you a lot of important information for you to be able to win and trade the markets with confidence. If you learned a lot from this, comment below. Comment, I'm learning. Comment, I stayed till the end. comment that this is something that's gonna help me. And for those that want to know more about trading and investing and want to learn from a formal classroom course, I have seminars in Manila this March, London this April. Then in May, I will be in Doha, Qatar, and Singapore. In June, I will be in Auckland, New Zealand. In July, I will be in Sydney, Australia. Then November, we're gonna have Tokyo and Dubai, UAE as well. So all of the details of that are in the description below. And for those who want to attend online courses, for those that want to consume learning via the internet, I have courses with Shinkitan. It's the basics of the stock market. I also have an online entrepreneurship and stock market in basic investing course with Sean Cedar, all in the description below. So if you want to join all of that, you can just click the links below. And for those who want to order my books, you can order them already via Shopee, and it's one of the easiest ways for you to be able to at least grab a copy without going to bookstores or finding other ways on how to get it. So just click the link and they will deliver it to you wherever you are in the Philippines. So I hope you got a lot from this video, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Marvin Germo from General Santos City. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.